Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As we established earlier, the gay and trans panic defense, or LGBTQ+ panic defense, is a defense used by individuals who seek to evade personal responsibility for violent crimes, including murder, by arguing that their violent actions were justified by finding out another person's gender identity or sexual orientation, or by receiving a nonviolent pass or come on from an LGBTQ+ person. This defense has been used in cases you may have read about, including Matthew Shepard, Brandon Tina, Marco McMillan, Gwen Araujo, Angie Zapata, and Isla Nettles. As recently as 2018, the gay and trans panic defense has been successfully used to mitigate a murder charge. James Miller killed his neighbor, Daniel Spencer, and claimed self-defense on the grounds that Daniel Spencer had made a pass at him. He was found not guilty of murder and manslaughter, despite the fact that he never argued that Spencer had tried to cause him harm, and there was no forensic evidence indicating that Miller had been physically threatened. Ultimately, a jury sentenced Miller to 10 years probation on a lesser charge for a violent crime that cost another person his life. 10 years probation. With that verdict, a Texas jury was willing to absolve a killer of personal responsibility for his actions because his victim was gay. That sends the message that gay people's lives aren't as valuable as others and that gay people deserve to die. The American Medical Association has called violence against LGBTQ people, specifically transgender or non-gender conforming people, an epidemic. At this time, I would like to remember Kadari Johnson. Kadari was a teenager from Burlington who identified as gender fluid. Kadari's classmates remember their unforgettable smile and contagious laugh. In spring of 2016, Kadari was found dead in an alley, soaked in bleach, their mouth gagged with a plastic bag, and pants pulled down, exposing their genitals. They had been shot twice in the chest. 2 men were later charged in connection with Kadari's death. They had intended to have sex with Kadari and then murdered them when the men found out that Kadari had male genitalia, both claiming that they were in a fit of rage. These men were convicted of murder, but that will never make up for the loss of light that Kadari brought into the lives of all who knew them. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Here in Iowa, we value all members of our community. It's sad that we have to make it clear that a person's gender identity or sexual identity is no excuse for violence against them, but we do. Thank you to Representative Kaufman and Representative Jones, who served on the subcommittee, members of the Judiciary Committee who supported the bill, including our chair, Representative Holt. I ask that all members of the House support this bill today.